Hi, I'm John Broadway. I'm the Health and Wellness Director at the Downtown YMCA at the MX. I'm an ACSM certified personal trainer, and today I'm going to talk to you about how to set up your computer and workspace, and also show you a couple of stretches to do to prevent posture pain. The first thing we're going to talk about is your chair height. To start off, you don't want your chair too low because it'll cause pain on the knees. Um, you also don't want your chair too high because it could cause numbness in your glutes. So what you want to do is come down to right above 90 degrees. Now with your back, I know a lot of people tell you to sit straight up, but actually that might cause hip pain and also cause you to tense up your muscles. You just want to be in a relaxed position, so lean back. Don't lean all the way back, but you just want to get a slight lean, just in a relaxed, neutral position. The next step is looking at your computer height. You want your computer height at eye level at the top of the screen. So as you see my setup now, I'm sitting way too high. So what you can do is lower your seat just a little bit, or put a book underneath the computer and raise it up to where your eye level is at the top of the screen. If you don't do this, it can cause pain in your neck and in your back and cause you to hunch over if the computer screen's too low, and cause you to look up if the computer screen's too high. The next step is focusing on the keyboard and the mouse. The reason why we focus on this is to make sure we're preventing arthritis in the wrist. So the first thing you're going to do is take your stand on your keyboard and push it down all the way. This will prevent your wrist from being in an upward position. So you want the neutral position. So your keyboard will be flat now. And then the same with your mouse. You want your mouse with your wrist to be neutral. A lot of times this is actually caused by the elbow height on the chair. So you might need to adjust it up or down depending on how your wrist is sitting on the mouse. The last thing we want to talk about is the workplace setup. Whenever you're working at your computer, you want everything to be within arm's reach. And for example here, my keyboard and my mouse are with arm's reach, but my phone is not. And so I would need to move my phone in closer. That way it would be within arm's reach. Now when you're moving from one station to the other, if you have your computer here and you have something you're working on here, don't turn your neck and your back and your core towards what you're working on and keep going back and forth. This will cause a lot of pain associated in your back, your neck, and in the hips. So what you want to do is actually move the chair where your head and shoulders are facing what you're working on. So you just want to keep moving back and forth and make sure your shoulders are pointing to where you're working at. Now we're going to stretch the hip flexors. When you sit down at your desk all day, it can cause your hip flexors to get tight, so it's very important to stretch these. So the hip flexors are located right here on the front part of your body. So what you're going to do is you're going to come down, right knee, and your left foot. Make sure your knee, hip, and shoulder are straight, and you're going to raise your arm up and try to touch the ceiling. And relax. Then you're going to switch sides. So left knee on the ground, right foot. Make sure your knee, hip, and shoulder are straight, and raise your left arm. And relax. So I'm going to show you a low back stretch. So you're going to come down, touch your hands to the floor, and hold, and come back up. And relax. This is a piriformis stretch. This muscle connects the hip and the back. So what you're going to do is take your right ankle and put it on your left knee, and then you're just going to lean forward and hold and relax. And switch legs. So put your left ankle on your right knee and lean forward and relax. We're going to do a chest stretch. So find a doorway. You're going to take your elbows, put them on the outside of the door, and then you're going to lean in and hold. And relax. I recommend doing these stretches at least 3 times a day for at least 10 to 15 seconds. These stretches and also the setup will help prevent knee, hip, back, and neck pain.